It's what a coincidence. He gets a mosquito bite earlier in the day, goes to the water, and now has a severe staph infection.
A local man hospitalized by a gruesome skin infection, and he's blaming it on Southwest Florida's water quality. For years now, our waterways have been cause for concern. Especially during the rainy season, and over the past few months, those concerns have increasingly fueled a lot of worry over the murky water that's coming from Lake Okeechobee. 4 in your corner, Stephanie Tinoco, speaking with the guy who claims he's bedridden at Health Park at the hospital after a trip to the beach. Steph?
Patrick, Amy, he's doing a lot better now, but earlier today I was actually inside the room with him and he was telling me he was experiencing a lot of pain still. Now, he did share a few pictures with me and I'm about to show you, but I do want to warn you, they are very graphic. This gaping hole reveals an open wound on Nicholas Gibson's father's arm.
You never expect it to happen to your family, especially a waterborne illness from the ocean.
It all started with a mosquito bite Nicholas' dad got earlier this week on his first visit to Florida. The same day, he went swimming off Sanibel and Boca Grande.
He said it started bothering him 15, 20 minutes after the water, but the pain and stuff I think started later on in the afternoon.
He covered the bite on his arm with a Band-Aid. In a few hours, the pain intensified.
Well, a day later, he's like, oh, this is getting bad, this is getting bad. And I thought it's just a mosquito bite. And then he peels it off, and it just looks like his skin is dying and rotting.
Rotting to a point he needed surgery.
But it basically looks like a huge chunk about kind of like a little mini sand dollar size out of his arm. And we had to basically cut it all out and drain it, and it looks awful.
Now his dad is recovering and waiting for final results.
The doctor said that it was most likely caused by the water. Because it's basically what it was, a severe staph infection.
An infection John Heim, a clean water advocate, says is a result of Lake O releases.
Right now our waters are 2 to 3, if not 4 times the, unhealthy status when it comes to bacterial levels.
At this point, you got to stay out of the water because it's not worth it.
Now, Nick's dad is expected to be released from the hospital later on tonight, where he says he'll also be receiving a full report and plans on sharing that with us. I also reached out to the health department to find out if there are any water restrictions. They tell me there are currently no restrictions on any of Lee County beaches. Reporting live in Fort Myers, Stephanie Tinoco, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, thank you so much, Stephanie. And Southwest Florida isn't the only coast in Florida reeling from these water releases from Lake O. The State Department of Environmental Protection and the Department of Health are also monitoring all this blue-green algae. Look at this stuff. It's blooming at an alarming rate right along Florida's Treasure Coast. This is just north of West Palm, south of Vero Beach. Officials say the blooms first started last month and have since closed some beaches and overtaken waterways, as you can see. And just this month, officials from across the state met in Fort Myers brainstorming some solutions to these Lake O water releases, which are hurting the environment and the economy in some cases. They're hoping that federal leaders in Washington will pay close attention to this problem and fund some water diversion projects.